Alright, best console wars. Let's get it. Feel free to chime in if you know the consoles. Now, Xbox 360. I was never really an Xbox guy, so there's some clear bias there. However, I played a lot of SP. SP had Pokemon, but I really don't remember what SP had besides Pokemon. And if I'm being honest, Xbox had that one Naruto game that was like open world. They had like one of the best Naruto games. But I ain't gonna lie, if I had to choose, I'd probably go SP. I just remember playing like mad Pokemon games up there, and the form factor of flipping it was so cool. Wii U or the new Nintendo 3DS. I ain't gonna lie, this one easy for me because the Wii U was like a mess until like original Ultimate Ninja games were better than the Storm series. Debatable. I feel like Storm series is like very popular now. Like everybody wants a new like Storm type game. When you think about fighting games, it's the pinnacle of those fun fighting games. But I do like the original Ultimate Ninja series. The side-scrolling ones, those was fun for sure. I wouldn't say better though. Like objectively, I think that they are not better, but they are fun. The Nintendo, I ain't gonna lie, new Nintendo 3DS is probably just the better one in general. Because if you think about it, it's had Smash, Xenoblade, they had everything. Well, no, this has stuff too, but nobody played that one like that. I mean, I think that's easily a Game Boy Advance. Xbox wasn't really even cold until like the 360. I mean, that's after, but still. PS2. I played one game on the original Xbox, and that was Digimon, and I don't never remember playing it again. The Vita, however, was like annoying as a console because it had a lot of security, because the PSP regular got modded so much, they put on so much extra security, and it kind of just like, it sucked. Like even now, if you were to get a Vita, you would have to get a special Vita memory card to even play it, and that sucks. But I ain't gonna lie, I still gotta go with Vita. Also sad I switched from PlayStation to Xbox. I was like, I'm gonna play online to get the free games too. I feel that. You mean like when PlayStation had you start paying for online? Yeah. Nah, I definitely feel that. Dreamcast? I don't think I ever owned a Dreamcast. I was around when it came out, I guess, but it's a little bit before my time. At least for me playing it. I haven't played the Switch 2, so I don't know. I've played the one. The 2DS. I always lucky wanted the 2DS because I heard they were cheaper. And really all it is just the 3DS without, it's the 3DS without the 3D. But oh yeah, it's PSP. I didn't even look on the other side. It's PSP. I literally just looked. I ain't gonna lie, it's GameCube. GameCube had too many heaters. The GameCube had way too many heaters, man. Nintendo DS Lite though is tough. I'm gonna lie on that. I hated the way the regular 2DS looked. The regular 2DS looked so trash. And I hated the way this one looked. I ain't like this. It's just such an ugly console, bro. It's probably like the ugliest console ever. After you, Bino. What's up, Bino? And I think I'm gonna go Wii for sure. I mean, yeah, Wii is legendary though. Nintendo Switch and PS5. This is actually tough. It's actually tough. I mean, I play PS5 every day, but the Nintendo Switch got some bangers. I'm talking about like I had some good times with Nintendo Switch. Like, and they had a couple Pokemon games, which I don't think were great, mind you, but it's Pokemon. For some reason, I'm trapped in that loop where it's just fun to me. They got Fire Emblem, they got Xenoblade. Mind you, my Switch was modded, so I had all the games. So I played everything in the Switch life. Anything I wanted on Switch, I played. Any new release on Switch, it came out early. Pokemon Legends was up there, which is my favorite Pokemon game. That's actually tough. Now, PS5 was generational, but it only sold out because of just people being weird and going ahead and buying like consoles and stuff. I I will say one thing that is a negative point against PS5 is that I basically wasn't able to get one until way later. After the hype had already died down, because the scalpers crazy. Like, I had the bread to get one, but it's like it took me like literally like a year and some change to get one, just because scalpers took everything. I remember that one day I seen on Best Buy, they were like, "Oh, we coming in stock right now." You know what I'm saying? We coming in stock right now, and then boom, I just bought it. And like, I didn't have much money left too. I just went out on the limb just because it was there. I am grateful for it, but I feel like, me personally, I'm gonna go Nintendo Switch. I'm not gonna lie. And the reason I'm gonna go Nintendo Switch is because while I have played a lot of great games on PS5, Spider-Man, God of War, and all of those, I feel like my friend group, like Cautious and all our friends on PlayStation, was probably at the peak at PS4 time. PS4 was the peak for us. PS5 was kind of like, you know, when everybody started really playing games and stuff together. But I feel like the Switch, I played solo a lot and I enjoyed every moment of it. What Switch? Nintendo DS XL or PS4? Easy PS4. PS4 was like the peak era to me. Nintendo 3DS or Xbox S Series X. That's the same as PlayStation, and I feel like Nintendo 3DS is way better to me. Because, I mean, granted, in this video, it's probably not what we talking about the games, right? We're talking about the consoles. But if I talk about the consoles, then obviously Xbox Series S and X is stronger. But 3DS got generational games. I remember playing Monster Hunter and Pokemon on them. Like, good Pokemon games. PS3, easy. Super Nintendo. Game Boy Color. I'm going Game Boy Color. Original Nintendo DS, and this is, I'm going 64. This is like, I think my first console. I think it's my first console. I ain't gonna lie, this console used to be so tough. I remember we used to look, you had to blow out the cartridges just to make it work. Only to find out they say years later that don't even really make a difference. But in my mind, it definitely helped it. The original DS was cool, but I did own one, I think, but I didn't care for it that much. It was a Sega Genesis. Yeah, I don't remember having any other console besides that first. Cause I don't actually know what came out when, you know. Okay. Game Boy Color PS1. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go. Okay, now this is the first Game Boy, right? Now I'm going PS1. This is the first Game Boy. I didn't play nothing on the first Game Boy. PS1 had a lot of good games. It had Grandia. Like some original Final Fantasies. Even though I didn't play it back then. I ain't gonna lie. I remember the coolest thing, Pokemon. I don't think I played Pokemon in the original. I think I played Pokemon on straight Advance. PS1 has Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, no, I'm going PlayStation 1 for sure. PlayStation 1 was tough. I remember being like in school, and I don't remember what program it was, but it was like after school thing. Bro, they had portable PS1s, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I ain't lie. They have portable PS1 things. They were just like a box you open up, and it was so dope. I'm not gonna lie, craziest thing ever. Like, I would get one today. I think they do have like a classic version of it. GameCube. Okay, we on round 2. Alright. Round 2. What up, Cash? This was tough for me. I think I might go GBA. GameCube got a lot of good games. Yeah, it was good, Cash. My school bus driver put a chip in my PS1 and gave me all the free games. Really? W school bus driver. W school bus driver. I ain't gonna lie, GameCube versus Game Boy Advance. That's tough for me because a lot of the good Game Boy games I played on PS2. Really, like, first. Actually, I don't know. This is the one console I've always wanted to play. but I never owned. Like, I had a cousin that owned the GameCube. I was on the GameCube. I never owned it, like, even to this day. But everything I played from GameCube is when I went afterwards and played through emulators. And they had great games, but a lot of them games was on PS2. Except for like Mario Strikers and stuff like that. Mario Party. But I'm on Game Boy Advance. I just had too many Pokemon games. You said High Guard? Maybe. Nintendo 64 over GameCube. Oh no, I don't even own a Switch 2. And I like hate everybody who do. But then they got no games. Nintendo 3DS XL versus PSP. Well, we do know it's PSP, obviously. I do feel like it's not a wash because the Nintendo 3DS in itself, it had some good games on it. I remember, I think I was in college. I was in college when I got on this. I remember I ended up using like my money that you get from like college or something like that, grant or something, and buying one of these. I thought it was so cool. I remember playing this when I played competitive Pokemon. I got into all this stuff, but not PSP. You found a 3DS? I know you was lit. But it's PSP. PSP is one of the greatest mobile consoles of all time. It was such a weird era because it felt like you had actual PS2 games on a handheld device. And to this day, and mind you, and it's also an emulation beast. Like if you have a PSP and you emulated it, it's a beast with emulation. It plays a lot of good emulated games. Like, you said you found a 3DS, you stole that, big dog. Oh, okay. Like, you stole that, big dog. Yeah, it's PSP for sure. I mean, I like Nintendo 3DS, but you just cannot deny PSP. This was actually tough for me. This one I need help with. This one's actually tough for me. The Wii got great games, but the Vita was like an upgraded PSP. That they did have the little proprietary memory card or whatever, which was annoying. Like the Wii though, Wii Sports, yeah, the Vita is also an emulation beast, but so is the Wii though. The Wii is also a crazy emulation beast. Man, we can play GameCube games. That's what I played all my GameCube games on my Wii. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. Now this one's tough. It's a little mix in the chat. Can't put the Wii in your pocket. That is true. That is true. Didn't the Vita have like a nice screen or something? They had like a crazy screen or something. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, but I will say, but with the Wii, you could play the GameCube games natively. I will say that. I'm thinking about PS Vita is that like PS Vita had probably like, you know what, Lucky, I'm gonna be honest. The Vita was fire, but they try to overcompensate so much from what happened with the PSP. PSP got hacked so easily that they try to put so many different security measures on the Vita. While I do love the Vita, I'm probably gonna go Wii because there's probably like a good 4 or 5 Vita games that I feel like it's just like comp games. They had that cool Call of Duty Declassified or whatever it was. I think it was called. They had Ragnarok Odyssey. That was a cool game. Freedom Wars, and just off the top, right? Nah, they definitely should have, but I feel like from what oh yeah, I did play Persona. This was my first Persona. Damn, yeah. Persona 5 is my favorite game of all time. This was the first time I played Persona 4. Assassin's Creed. Oh, why did you say that, Bino? You tell Assassin's Creed, right? That's Liberation. Which wasn't there? There was Assassin's Creed with the black like French girl. That was a crazy Assassin's Creed game on Vita. But the Wii had like Tenkaichi 3, Bleach. The Wii was just like for an anime gamer. The Wii was just like comp. We had so many games on the Wii. I played so many like hours on the Wii. I mean, Mario Party. Even now to this day, I still got a Wii. I don't have a Vita. I feel like for the family gamer, it's the Wii, but I'm about to go Vita because they also have Final Fantasy X. Yes. You know what's funny? I didn't even see your comment when I seen that. I literally just thought about Final Fantasy X. That's crazy. Wii's definitely family console. I'm going Switch easily. I'm going Switch easily. Switch, like in my adult life, Switch is the one console. Like when it came out, it made me feel like really playing the game like with the soul of a kid, you know. I'm going Switch. I highly vote Switch. Switch just has so many great games. PS4 versus PS3. I'm going PS4. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think this is the easiest choice on the list for me. I like PS3 as much as the next guy. I had both models, and to this day, I still own a PS3. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope. PS3 had a lot of good games. I'm going PS4, y'all. I'm going PS4. Everybody in the chat is screaming PS3, and like I get that because of Black Ops 2 and like games like that or whatever. But like my peak of gaming, like everybody that I know online today is because of PS4. I ain't gonna lie. Last generation of real modders. Look at PS3. Yeah, cause like we talking about console though. Like, well, I guess it ain't really a console, but PS3 didn't have like the voice chat. They had a voice chat, but you couldn't play it in game. I do remember the PS3 money drops in GTA, but none of it really mattered until I had friends to play with it on 4. Like I hated the voice chat for 3. Like you had to like you could voice chat, but it was really just like a phone call. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then if you play the game, you can voice chat like that. I feel like as a real gamers when I was like PS4, so I had real headsets and shit. PlayStation Home was tough. Backwards compatibility, the PS3. Oh yeah, that's right. They the big ones, right? Yeah, I think I got a Slim now. I got a Slim with like crazy storage. PlayStation at Home. That's why a lot of people play GTA for real, giving that PlayStation at Home feel. You know, just kind of walking around. The fact that PS4 isn't still dead today is still crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. I say he ready. I mean, what y'all say, chat though? I mean, look. If I get outvoted, I'm not mad at everybody saying PS3. I don't mind PS3 at all. PS3 is comp. But man, like I had a lot of like great times on PS4. I'm not gonna lie. PS4 was like a. I never played Skyrim or Oblivion actually. But yeah, we'll go PS3. I started playing Oblivion, but I didn't get it on console. And Skyrim had spiders in the first mission, so I stopped playing it. I think you never played either. No, I played both, but for about 15 minutes apart. Oblivion, I had played. The remaster came out. I had played Oblivion, and then it glitched out or something. And I never had to like re-download it. I lost my whole save. My whole save, and I was just like, nah, I'm not doing it again. I played the online game a lot though. Yes, so. Okay, so Nintendo 3DS versus PS1. I'm probably gonna go 3DS for me. Personally. Smash Bros, Fire Emblem. I do like PS1, but I barely remember it. That makes sense. I think I had a lot of demo tapes, but I didn't really play that many PS1 games for real. Morrowind was fire. I know Morrowind. KCD. What's KCD? Kingdom Come Deliverance. Are you talking about? Kingdom Come Deliverance. I actually have Kingdom Come Deliverance, if I'm being honest with you. I actually have that game. I just know I haven't really like delved in it. I think I liked it, but I said, you know, why play this when I could go play Skyrim? Because that game is like being a real knight. And thinking about Skyrim for me though is like super powered and dragon moves and becoming the vampire lord. That's something I always wanted to do. You got Nintendo 64 against this Game Boy. I can either go either way on this one. Pokemon was at its peak in the Game Boy SP era, but Nintendo 64 was just a beast. Yeah. KCD is a realism type game, which I'm kind of like, you know, off and on about. I don't mind realistic gaming, but it's like I also never played Skyrim, and I'm like, you can tell me how good that one is. You think I should play Skyrim? I low-key wanted to like wait to see if they would give Skyrim an Oblivion style remaster. Cause what if I get into it and they give it like a crazy remaster like they did Oblivion, and then I'm just kind of like, I know people that play Skyrim multiple times though. 64? Yeah, I think 64. Then it's pretty easy. I ain't lie, I thought lucky PS4 was gonna win, so I don't know what I would win. Oblivion remaster looks great though. No remaster needed. It's all about the mods. Oh yeah, PS2 is still in here. I'm tweaking. I thought PS4 was gonna win. No, it's lucky probably gonna be PS2. PS3 versus Game Boy Advance. I can probably lean more to PS3. I only really remember playing Game Boy Advance with like Pokemon, but to be honest, Pokemon and Legacy of Goku. That's the only Game Boy games I remember for real. Some assorted Dragon Ball Z games. Not to Game Boy. Yeah, I'm on PS3. Lose my voice. I'll probably go Switch. I ain't gonna lie. Switch just has so many good games like Breath of the Wild 1 and 2, Pokemon Legends. It just has. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably go Switch. I ain't gonna lie. It's just fire. Two Fire Emblem games. I would put it this way. How old am I? I'm 30. I vividly remember the Nintendo 64. That's definitely not the issue here. The only thing I played on Nintendo 64 was Mario 64, I think Conker's Bad Fur Day, and like that Road Rage game. And none of the three games is comparing to to Switch. I ain't gonna lie. What games could you match up with like Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey? Like what games could you realistically match up to that? Okay, yeah, so they know. I just feel like Nintendo Switch has got so many games like Monster Hunter. I'm gonna put it this way. Out of my 5 favorite games, Nintendo Switch has about like 3 of them. Street Fighter's cool. Wasn't really a big Street Fighter fan. I didn't get into Zelda until Breath of the Wild. No, it is an unfair comparison because the Nintendo Switch games are graphically better. But if we talk about the console though, it's honestly Switch. Like if we not talk about the games, it's Switch. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo 64 was cool, and this is a handheld hybrid. The first handheld hybrid. Like all the ROG Ally stuff took inspiration from this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like as a console, just on the strength of a console alone. Oh, the Pokemon picture game is tough. Oh, PSP, easy clap. Shout out to the 3S though. And I'm still gonna Switch. It just, well, I will say this: the PS3 could play like Blu-rays and stuff, and it had like a DVD player, so that does give it a lot of utility too. So I'm a little bit mixed on this. I will say the Switch though, being a handheld console tablet, is so tough. Even to this day, take controllers off and just play it in tablet mode. You could use the controllers, 2 different controllers. You could PS3 made a generation. I mean, yeah. If you're gonna be honest, when the PS3 came out, it wasn't really that well received because it was way too overpriced. If you want to be honest, PS2 made a generation. PS3 was just living off the love of a compare the generation games versus the other. Alright, let's do it. I just feel like PS3 had a better 30 for 30. Yeah, I feel like they had a better 30 for 30. In the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't really matter because this is really the final match right here for me. And I'm going PS2 because I mean, it's self-explanatory. All Ultimate Ninjas, all Budokai Tenkaichis, like every game franchise that was great on PS3 kind of started here. And that'd be like what I think Mafia started here. I think maybe the Yakuza started here. Like the PSP just is a weaker version of the PS2 and mobile, but PS2 is you cannot deny it's the greatest console of all time. To me, it is the best video game console of all time. Easy. Top 10 was PS2, PS4. I told y'all PS4 was up there. PS4 was like the boom. It was the next renaissance. PS5, Wii, Xbox, PS3, 64, Super Nintendo, Series X and X. I had the white one. I got rid of it though. I didn't care for it.